I can't think. It's so cold. Oh my gosh, everything hurts.
How many people are on TikTok these days trying to make it do their thing, and you went full time with it?
Once you're self-employed, every day is both a weekend and a work day. But the thing I finally realized was there's never gonna be the right moment. And like in college, couldn't afford a cool car, but I had friends who had a Lamborghini or like an R8 and stuff, and I just ride around with them, or sometimes let me drive them. So I always was like, I need to get to the point where I can have that so I can fit in.
Some people have to experience it to realize they don't need it. Welcome to the Ice Tub Talk podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Kelly, owner and CEO of InstaShred.
And I'm Devin Tirina. I'm a bobblehead.
You're a bobblehead quarterback.
And I'm not gonna be able to talk because it's so cold.
Who are you really, Devin?
Oh my
Come
God.
on.
I'm Devin Tirina, the head coach and trainer at InstaShred here.
Yes, and today our guest is Eddie X. I don't know his full name. He just goes by Eddie.
Well, full name is Edward legally. Last name is Xu, spelled X-U, hence Eddie X, because I couldn't come up with anything else, so I just used my own name for my own brand.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for being on the show, Eddie.
Oh my gosh, why did I agree to this in the middle of November? Oh my gosh.
Is this colder than your cruise experience?
Yes, very much so.
What a start. What a start. Eddie is a pretty cool... Eddie, how old are you? I'll start by asking.
29.
29 years old. This guy travels all the time. He's drove like every cool car known to man. He's got a great relationship. What a life. There's a reason he's here. So Eddie, give us a little bit of your story, your background, and how you've gotten to where you are.
Oh, how extensive do you want to go? All the details?
As
Cliff
extensive
notes.
or as vague as you'd like.
So I actually went to school for mechanical engineering. So I went to University of Michigan. I wanted to be an engineer, work in the automotive industry, and graduated a year early, went to work at Ford Motor Company. But during my time in college, started doing automotive YouTube videos for fun with a friend. And we just loved cars and wanted to talk about cars. That kind of was always a fun side hobby. I had a career at Ford as an engineer. Tried that out, but realized engineering wasn't quite for me. Got kind of bored. So I pivoted my career into like the digital marketing space. Still kept doing the engineering. I can't think. It's so cold. Oh my gosh, everything hurts.
We're listening. Keep going. Keep your mind off it.
Yes. And then for the last 4 years, I was at HP Tuners. It's a aftermarket automotive diagnostic and calibration company as the director of marketing. So got to grow a team there, got to do a lot of really cool stuff, travel, launch products, all sorts of really cool things. And but at the end of last year, I wanted to make a change and try going full-time entrepreneur, content creator. So I ended up making a choice of leaving the full-time job and pursuing YouTube content creation full-time. And I've been doing it for almost a year now. It's been very interesting. Oh my gosh, I am so cold. But yes, that's kind of my cliff notes as I slowly slip into hypothermia.
Love that, man. Love that.
We
Honestly,
won't let you slip there, don't worry.
yeah. What crossed my mind there is how you're doing what so many people want to do. How many people are on TikTok these days trying to make it do their thing, and you went full time with it, dude.
Yeah. The thing I finally realized was there's never going to be the right moment. If you're always going to wait for, I'm going to wait until I make this amount of money or until this happens or whatever, you might never do it. So eventually I was just like, yeah, within reason. I had a little bit of a buffer, right? I sold a couple cars, I knew I was going to change my lifestyle a little bit, but you always have to take a risk. There's never the perfect moment to quit your job and start a business or take that risk to do something with a business and so forth. So I was like, you know what? Still young. Gonna go for it. I did not want to get to age 40, 50, 60 and look back and regret never trying it, right? That's my biggest fear. Be like, oh, I wish I would have done X, Y, or Z. And this was one of those things I figured I should give it a shot. So also you got to pair that with some amount of, because everybody has different risk tolerances. So like some amount of planning. And it's like, I always made the comments, like, it's not like I had one TikTok go viral and be like, I'm gonna quit my job and go be a TikToker, right? It's like, I've been doing YouTube for a while and like, I don't have the biggest channel in the world, but like it was at least established to the point where I had business relationships, OEM relationships to get vehicles. It was proven that I could make some money from it, right? Like it was an actual business. And then you make the calculated risk and go for it.
Yeah. So when was that point? You mentioned you created content way back when.
Yeah.
You worked with HP Tuners. What was the moment or the sign that you were like, I'm going all in on this?
Combination of a couple things. One was the realization that like I was able to. Like I looked at the numbers. I'm like, I could possibly make this risk and go for it. The other one, I guess maybe a little bit of it was like, I'm gonna be 30 in a year or two, and I don't want to regret not going for it. Wait, does that mean we're done?
No, that's the ice buzzer, my friend.
Wait, seriously? How long was that?
Bring on the ice.
5 minutes.
Things have gone from hurting to just being not there anymore.
Dude, you are doing so great.
Yeah.
Positive encouragement.
You're holding a real strong fist.
That don't look good.
No.
Oh man,
No.
when it swarms around the chest.
Eddie, just so you know, we're at 50.
50? Yours is at 50. What if mine's colder?
When we got out
This
last
is a
time, we were at 46.
46?
I
That
won't
ice
touch
hits your chest, man. Oh, my hip flexor's cracking out.
If I go in,
Where did you get that ice burn, my friend? Wow.
if I go any lower,
Okay.
I'll be floating bobblehead.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Eddie, what's the coolest part about your life?
I
Right
don't
now.
know. Well, I have family, friends, and health. Obviously, very thankful for that. Without health, money means nothing, right? None of that means. Right now, I would say with the change in my life and career, flexibility and freedom, like being my own boss. Although it's a double-edged sword. I knew that was gonna be one of the coolest parts. What I didn't realize is it could actually be a little bit of a challenge and stressor. When you're used to having a 9 to 5, so I've had a 9 to 5 and/or college throughout my entire adult life. You have structure. You go to work, you end work, and then you have your kind of post-work time that I would turn into more work time. But once you're self-employed, every day is both a weekend and a work day. So I've still been kind of bouncing back and forth, finding that balance of when it's time to work, when it's time to take time off, spend time with my girlfriend, take some time for myself. But at the same time, the flexibility, I make my own hours. If I need to go run to the grocery store on a Tuesday at 3 p.m. or whatever, like I do whatever I want. I want to travel. I don't need to ask anybody for PTO. I don't need to plan for any of that kind of stuff. So the freedom flexibility probably is one of the coolest things, which I cannot take for granted because most people don't have that opportunity. You're beholden to a job to pay the bills and everything. So I'm very, very lucky to be able to experience this aspect of things. So yeah.
Very well said. It's the little things in life. We love going to the store at 3 p.m.
Yeah.
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yep, and you can plan around so many times I go and get a haircut. Little things too, right? Getting a haircut at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday, and like a hairdresser's like, "You going back to work?" I was like, "Nope, I'm self-employed, so I'm gonna go to Costco after this." And it's pretty cool. It's actually really, really cool.
Yeah, it's so true to what you were saying, though. It's a double-edged sword, right? Like, you could fuck off all day and do absolutely nothing that
Yes.
you needed to get done.
Yes.
Or you could be the most accomplished person at the end of the day, and you're like, hell, I got everything done for the next 2 days I needed to. I could take tomorrow to relax and do what I want. But it's that structure of staying on track and not getting distracted by the little things that you want to do that aren't a needle mover or necessary in the moment.
Yeah.
To have to stay on that focus versus, like you said, a 9 to 5 job. It's like, you know what you came for, you know what you have to do in order to keep your job, get a paycheck,
Yep.
and keep going. So it's like challenges within itself, but most people kind of see the glamorous side of things of like probably
yeah.
you're posting and see you driving the cool cars and traveling all over the place, but they don't know how much work you actually have to put into doing all that. Because content creation is not easy by any means, like having to bring the camera equipment, doing all that stuff.
My social media looks like that joke about that one unemployed friend on a Wednesday, right? Just randomly in Cali or in Japan or whatever. But then, one thing I've always told people is social media is a highlight reel. It's a very carefully curated highlight reel because you're not going to necessarily post every single late night. People get bored, right? You're going to show the cool things. And if you look at my social media, it might look like I'm worth $10 million because it's like one day I'm in Dubai and then another day I'm at a Formula One race and one day I'm driving a McLaren and whatever. But like what you don't see is like, for example, yesterday I got to the office for meetings pretty much all day from 9 until 6 p.m. Went and grabbed dinner with a friend and then went back. And then 1:30 a.m. was when I left to go back to the hotel to go to sleep, turned around, came right back to the office the next day for more meetings at 9 a.m. And now I'm here, right? And like when I go back, I'm going to have to do some more editing. Got to send some emails, send some invoices, that kind of thing, right? So yeah, social media is a very carefully cultivated highlight reel. Not always reality, but
no one wants to see you going to Costco. No one gives a shit about that.
although I do show going to Costco in the various cars to like test out practicality. Oh my gosh. I used to love taking like utterly impractical sports cars like my R8 to Costco. And like for some reason I'd always time it, not on purpose per se, but like I'd be in like the R8 and like, oh shoot, I need toilet paper. And Costco doesn't sell individual rolls of toilet paper, obviously. So it's the bulk everything. And I'm
Yeah.
like Tetrising things into the passenger seat and
yeah.
like filling the front trunk. So it's a fun practicality test.
Yeah.
I love that.
And works on your Tetris skills too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got to be really good at that.
Yeah.
What is that timer for now?
Is that the elderberry buzzer? Let's go.
Elderberry?
Yeah, are you ready for a nice ice cold elderberry drink?
It'll probably feel warm, like a warm hot tea in comparison to my current core body temperature.
It can be up here.
So why are we drinking elderberry?
Because it's 10 times stronger than vitamin
Thank
C,
you.
and it's made by us here at InstaShred.
Really?
So give it a try.
What even is an
Cheers.
elderberry?
Cheers,
Just a berry
gentlemen.
that's gotten older?
Here, cheers. No, elderberry comes from the elder flower. So it's a flower.
Oh, that's good.
1 out of 10. What would you say?
7. It's pretty good. Not too sweet. I don't like stuff that's too sweet.
Got it. All you need
Yeah,
to do
you
is
could
add a
make
little
this
more
as
water.
sweet as you want, or how watered down as you like. But
That's good. I like it.
All right, so last question before we get out of these torture chambers. Of all the great things we've said, it's glamorous what we've talked about so far, but what would you say is the biggest struggle that you've encountered in life as a whole, in business or in your personal life? Because we've talked about all the cool things.
Biggest struggle, yeah.
outside of this cold tub,
Outside of this cold tub, this is leaping to the top of the list. I think it's actually it's kind of an internal thing. It's perfectionism. I am a perfectionist, a little bit of a control freak, and that has presented challenges and made things maybe more difficult on myself than I need them to. I think in the scheme of things, that probably sounds like a really weak thing because some people have like, I was homeless or whatever. Like, I'm very fortunate that like my parents were able to provide for me when growing up. I got to go to school and do all these things, but I really like perfectionism because there are so many times where, like, just say I'm filming something and like I will stutter over one tiny syllable in a 3-minute long take and it catches in my head. I'm like, nope, do it again. Nope, do it again.
yeah, been there.
Yeah, right. And it's just like, and then like sometimes I'll go back and edit like, oh, that was like 12 takes because I was tired or something. And I'll be editing like, nobody probably heard that. Right.
Yeah.
Nobody would have noticed it. Right. Or it's putting together a project or an email. I remember one of the first times when I became a real adult with a job, I spent like, I don't know, 2 hours composing an email to a chief engineer. He responded with like a 5-word sentence and one of the words was misspelled. I was like, But it's like making sure everything has to be perfect and you end up being your own worst enemy. You get stuck in your head and like
Yeah.
perfect is the enemy of done, right? So
Yeah.
that is a challenge. And I think I bring that up personally because I've been thinking about it a lot recently and it's something I'm trying to overcome constantly, right? Just like, hey, get this stuff done because if I need to make every single thing absolutely perfect, I'm never going to get anywhere and you're not going to accomplish anything. You just get stuck.
Yeah.
So that's probably one of the challenges.
Yeah.
Probably more if I actually thought more, my brain cells were not frozen.
Great share.
So off of that, what have you been doing to try and fix that? Like just thinking about it less of like
Yeah.
making things perfect, or
Yep.
is
I'm an
there-
overthinker for sure, chronic overthinker. Perfect is the enemy of done. I remind myself of that, right? And just like, hey, is this business critical or is this like the end of the world need to be perfect? No? Okay. Good enough, get it done and improve and do better next time or something like that, right? Like if I never finish it and it just sits there, what's the point? Right? Obviously, some things you want to put more effort into than others, but I think it's understanding scale, magnitude, scope, how important, critical something is, and just being able to get it done and put it out. Yeah, I think that's.
Great
I'm
point.
cold.
It's so relatable to perfectionism. I think gets to every single person in the world at some point in their life.
Yes.
So, appreciate you sharing. All right, ready for round 2?
Let's get out of this cold tub.
Get out of the tub.
What's round 2?
Phase 2, should I say?
Hey, we're taking a quick break to share with you our sponsor of the Ice Tub Talk podcast, the Ice Pod Company. I'm sitting here in their brand new long pod, and over here, we've got the Ice Pod Pro version 2.0. These are the best insulated, most easy to set up, and most cost-efficient ice tubs on the market. So if you want to check them out for yourself, you can check it out in the description down below.
So you like how they feel so far?
I do. I've never tried these before. I've seen like friends who run and like track and field and stuff use
Yeah.
them, but you are still shivering.
I am.
I guess
yes.
you guys spent cumulative like.
I am the biggest pussy of us all. Yes.
He shivers like a madman when he gets out.
Well, shivering is just your body trying to warm itself up. So
Yeah, totally.
my
And
body
you-
just
you
gave
burn
up.
more
Like, you're gonna
calories,
die of
too.
hypothermia. It's okay.
Yeah, those are like, I don't know, they're comforting. I like the way they feel though.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the whole point of it is it's stimulating blood flow now in my legs, right? That's what you're saying?
Exactly. Yes. It's pumping blood more efficiently to the lower half. So it's a recovery tool. So like if you're an advanced athlete, they just help you recover a little quicker and better. So if you're an average Joe,
I
probably don't do much for you.
nowhere
but
close to an advanced athlete.
Well,
So that's
You're kind of just doing it for fun.
Yeah. It's cool.
yeah, you're getting a great benefit right now, Eddie. That's all you need to know.
That's all that counts.
We'll keep
Yes,
this. Yeah.
Yes.
So while we're on that topic, I think we initially started talking more and more because of your amazing health journey.
Trying.
So what brought you to want to lose the significant amount of weight that you did? And tell us a little more about like that transition in your life.
So I've always struggled with weight. Like growing up, like I get fat from drinking water because I love food. I absolutely love food, and like for the longest time, I was like, I go to the gym so I can eat, right? Because like food is happiness. Food is one of life's joys, and I love trying different cuisines and stuff like that. And I try to be healthy, right? Not avoid processed stuff. Like I've never been huge into desserts or like sweets or candy and stuff like that. But you know, you can give me a nice big like steak. Oh my gosh, right? But anyways, got a little carried away with business work because like every week was endless business dinners and was working 80, 90 hours a week. So the excuse was I didn't have time to exercise. And I let myself get a little overweight and definitely was not feeling good about that. Health-wise wasn't feeling great. Self-esteem obviously is in the toilet with that. And plus, I mean, put my face on YouTube all the time, get the comments calling me fat and whatever. So, you know, it's like, all right, time for a change. I think the big wake-up call was at the end of last year, because like I was just telling you guys, my schedule was absolute chaos between my full-time job being really busy, doing YouTube and traveling. I was home 1 week a month sometimes on average, and going places like I was Montana for a media drive. We went to Dubai from there, and then from there directly to Tokyo directly to Vegas for a week, 10 days actually, home for 5 days, and back to Vegas again. And if you've ever been to Vegas or Dubai, like you're in its business dinners and you're traveling, doing cool stuff, like every night is, I mean, champagne and a cocktail and food and steak and this and that. Anyways, I was like, you know what? This is not sustainable long term. I need to get my health in check. So just really decided to start. I quit drinking completely for, man, it's 9 months of that. Just completely no alcohol anymore. Never that I had a problem, you know. Like,
Yeah.
it's a discipline thing and obviously a health thing.
Yeah.
And then started eating much healthier, not eating out as much, and then just getting into the gym. My girlfriend was a big help with that because she's always been super health conscious too. And I'm like, I can't look like the Michelin man next to her or like an escaped blimp, right? Like she's the very fit, attractive one. And I'm just like, why is she with? Anyways, so it was good having that like accountability partner. So we early on in our relationship would do gym dates and we go to the gym 5-6 days a week. So that was always a lot of fun too. Just started getting back into shape, start feeling better and so forth. It's definitely not a linear, easy journey for sure, right? Like, to be honest, the last 2 months, I've definitely backtracked. Stuff got busy, not been eating as healthy anymore, right? Traveling a little more, stuff got busy and stressful. So I need to kind of reset, get back on track. But ultimately the goal is to be healthy. I told you I wanted to be functionally fit. Right? I don't care about, I need to be able to bench 300 pounds or whatever. I don't know if I have a six pack because I do love carbs. Right. So like you guys I respect the dedication to get to that level, but I always want to be healthy and, you know, live a nice, healthy life. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the goal.
Appreciate the compliment. But yeah, I feel like you've got what you just said is much of what a lot of people want, right? They don't care to have the ripped six pack. They just want to live a happy, healthy life and not be the Michelin man, as you called it.
Yeah.
So
I think social media makes it like unrealistic because like I know like to be able to maintain that physique, it's like peak dedication, and I respect anybody who does that. But like I want to be able to go eat dumplings because there's carbs, or I want to eat like something that might not be peak chicken and veggies, right? Like I don't know if I could ever get my body fat that low per se, but I still want to be healthy for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you wait. We're gonna get you there.
Yes, that shall be the goal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like we were just talking about this with Mike on the last podcast we just did, and a lot of people with social media, it can be a good thing, but it can be a really bad thing too. You know, when you start comparing yourself to other people or who you're following on social media, and comparing your body to what you want it to look like, and it can really just fuck you up mentally.
Oh yeah,
Like,
100%. Yeah, people want the instant shortcut, instant gratification,
Yeah.
and social media makes it much because just scroll through your feed and
Yeah.
you just see dudes with six packs and everybody being super fit, people driving McLarens and Lamborghinis all day, right?
Yeah.
It can definitely be damaging. So
I mean, you mentioned that in the tub, you called it a highlight reel.
yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's what social media is.
Yeah.
You post all the highs. You don't post your lows. Very rarely you see anyone post anything negative or bad going on in their life, unless it's to like want to get attention sometimes, and you don't know what's true, what's not anymore, and like you almost
Dude,
don't know.
Like the AI stuff can be scary too now. Like
Yeah.
what is
Oh,
actually
man.
real and not real, what's generated and what's not, what's enhanced and so forth.
Some of the
So,
videos, pictures you see, you have no idea anymore.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow. Sometimes, like when I get in deep thought, I'll think over the course of a week, if someone makes one post, think about the amount of hours you're awake throughout the week, and you get to pick one perfect moment
One
in your
snapshot.
week to post.
Yeah.
But that's all people see, and you
Yeah.
see that over and over again. It's like, damn, that will mess with the human mind. But people don't
100%.
think about that and get out of their own way of
Yeah.
thinking like, dude, you don't realize that that's a facade. You know.
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, how many pounds have you lost?
I think
Since
peak,
that
I was
realization.
able to, I went from like 250, 260 down to 210 to 215 ish.
Hell
Right?
yeah.
So that was
That's
that
a
was pretty
good
I
chunk.
had no idea what I'm back up to.
That's
now.
bigger than that chunk of ice you were holding there.
That's
tub
true.
earlier.
That got thrown at
Pretty
me.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel since then? Like, can you tell us how you felt before versus how you feel now? Do you notice the difference?
Oh
in
yeah.
how you-
I mean, before, well, one, clothes fit better, which is always the best thing. ever.
Sure.
And just like even simple things of like running up 3 flights of stairs, right? And all of a sudden, like, oh, that was nothing. Like I don't even feel that whatsoever because my girlfriend and I love to do Stairmaster, which is I think that is one of the best forms of cardio because if you get off the Stairmaster without your shirt completely saturated, you didn't do it right, right?
Yeah.
We brought the right guy. The Stairmaster. Stairmaster is our favorite form of cardio. You
Oh
can't
my-
cheat yourself
low
on
impact,
that thing.
and if you
Yeah.
try to slack, you're just gonna fall off, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I do love the Stairmaster, but yeah, no, definitely feel better self-esteem. Overall, I mean, it's just everything is better. There's not a single thing
Yeah.
that's worse when you're healthier and in good shape, right?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, as you know, we're extremely passionate about that. You know, and what we're all about at InstaShred too is helping people live the lifestyle that they desire, you know, making as few sacrifices as possible and still living the life that you want to live.
Yeah.
Go out to the restaurants, have some pizza with the family, some beer with the boys. Nothing should be off limits. It's just about moderating it and knowing how to
That's
play the
big thing.
game.
Yeah, because like if you go too hard in one direction, it's not sustainable. And if you don't have a
No.
sustainable way of doing it, what's the point?
Yeah,
Right?
but to your point, that's every diet nowadays.
Yeah. Some of these shortcuts I see the diets or whatever, like some people using any assistance, right? That's not like a lifestyle change. In my opinion, you can very quickly fall back and you just immediately back to where you were if it's
Yeah.
not a sustainable change. But that's also applicable to mindset, to business, to learning, anything, right? If you just look for a shortcut, you're not gonna be able to sustain it long term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens almost every time. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. You think of all these diets and anyone could follow it, but can you stick with it?
Yeah.
You know, like that's the easy thing. Like anything in life, you could take the shortcut, but more than likely, is it going to last long?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like the equipment we were talking about. You could go the cheap route. How long is it going to last you
You're gonna pay for
versus
it eventually.
taking the little bit longer route that might take you some more time to save up for, but which one's probably going to get you farther along than the other one?
I also view it's like we only have this much time to live, and I think you want to enjoy it, right? So like, yeah, you want to. What's the best way of putting it? Like, for example, like we thought about doing keto, right? And I know there's benefits to like eliminating carbs and all these types of things and your blood sugar and so forth, but like, then I couldn't have dumplings with my family, like homemade dumplings, because those are the wrappers are made of there's gluten or whatever the rule would be. And I was like, I don't want to make that sacrifice. So it's like, if it's not doable with your lifestyle, why go for that? Why subject yourself to like taking away something that does make you happy? So,
Yeah, you'd be isolated by yourself, living that lifestyle.
yeah. So
Well said. Yeah, some sacrifices are worth it to some and not others.
yeah,
That's what makes us all unique.
absolutely.
Yeah. So you shared a few things off camera about some great travels and things you've got coming up. But at 29 years old, what are you looking forward to most going forward in your life? Like you're 29. Most people are like, dude, this guy's done all this stuff and he's only 29 years old. But what are you looking forward to?
More travel. I love traveling.
More of what he's already
getting
doing.
Getting to see different parts of the world, different cultures, and so forth.
Yeah.
What else am I looking forward to right now? It sounds weird that I can't think of anything right now.
Any cool cars, experiences?
See,
anything
that's
you're looking
the
forward
scary
to?
part. I'm so
Like-
jaded with the cars.
Mm.
I
How
have
so?
because I've gotten to experience and drive so many cars, and I sometimes miss that childish excitement. But like I am so spoiled. I've gotten to drive my dream cars: McLaren P1, Koenigsegg. Bugatti Veyron, all the Ferraris you can think of. Like I've been so lucky to get to spend time with the cars and so forth. And something that's gone away. Like I was wanting to buy a Ferrari, and I was like, you know what? I don't need it right now. I love my Z06. I'm happy with it. I barely even get to drive the Z06, so it's more experiences. So I'm looking forward to sharing more experiences with my girlfriend. You know, I'm taking her to Italy. I took her to Japan earlier this year. More of that kind of stuff. Building our life together. So
Yeah.
forth, and building my business and kind of continue to grow, getting into better shape. There we go. We're on a roll now. I thought about
There
things
you
I'm
go.
looking forward
Yeah,
to.
you're
Needed
definitely on a
jump
roll
start.
now.
All that kind of stuff. Yeah. You know, just maximizing life.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I think that's so true. We talk about that all the time. Is I feel like experiences is one of the most important things that you could possibly have in life. You could have all the cool things, the houses, the cars, but they don't really mean much if there's no tie. It's just like an
Yeah.
object.
For me, I think that's like, you hear it all the time, right? Don't be materialistic. Like experiences are better. Like it's easier said than done. For me, I had to go through getting the things because growing up as a middle class immigrant family, like we didn't have cool cars. I didn't have all these things or whatever. So I almost pinned my self-worth to getting those things. Like in high school, I drove myself because if you do well and in the future you can buy a cool sports car. I wanted a Mustang, right? Once I got to college, like, oh, kind of expose more. Maybe someday I can buy a Lamborghini or an R8 or something. And I had to go through the point of spending all of the money I made and pushing myself and getting all the things and then realizing that the things don't bring you any more additional happiness to then go, okay, I can go focus on the experiences. I feel like you have to kind of go through that learning process because everybody will tell you, don't spend all your money on materialistic things. They come and go, right? But it's easier said than done. At least I was not able to just take that wise advice and go with it. I had to just burn all my money on the dumbest things in the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What you were saying, I think that also comes from the age and how quick you start making money.
That's also true.
Right?
Yeah.
I guess like for some people, if you come from money already and you kind of just start making your own money, it's just like, I've already kind of had all these cool experiences. It doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, when you come from a middle income family that you didn't really get to do a whole lot, and then you start becoming successful, start making more money, you're kind of like, holy shit, I could do all the things I want to now. So you start spending all your money not caring because you want to be able to have all of those things that you've always pictured, that it could get you in trouble sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Because in college, couldn't afford a cool car, but I had friends who had a Lamborghini or like an R8 and stuff, and I just ride around with them, or sometimes let me drive them. So I always was like, I need to get to the point where I can have that, so I can fit in.
Yeah.
And I fell into the keeping up with the Joneses. Right?
Yeah.
Like it was insidious, but eventually I did get to the point, and I bought the cars, which I'm grateful for. I was like, this is cool. I got to
Yeah.
enjoy and experience it. But now I'm just like, there's other things. There's more things, right? Because there's always going to be somebody with more. That's the other big thing I learned,
always.
right? It's like, oh, cool, I've got the coolest car on campus. Well, there's somebody a town over who's got 3 of those coolest cars, right? So you can never, ever get to the peak. So the only way to get out of it is to stop fighting for that or putting too much emphasis on that specific thing. So
And man, some people have to experience it to realize they don't need it.
yeah,
Some people are smart enough to get ahead of that and say, you know what, that's really not going to change my life for the better or make a difference. But some people have to experience it. And Devin and I both know of someone, we're both connected with him, that is so materialistic. He's so money driven. And we joke sometimes, we're like, man, if we could just give that person the money, give him 6 months to get it out of his system, spend it, and finally realize once the high wears off, oh shit. It was like everything else in life that wore off. The new shirt I got, the toy I got for Christmas,
Oh,
it all
yeah.
has that period.
yeah. As humans, we are so good at adapting, and just whatever is amazing becomes status quo normal, right? Like Cars are for me the easiest way to illustrate it because like you want the next coolest car, the more expensive car, the more powerful car, the more prestigious car, and you get it, and it's like amazing for a little bit, and then it becomes normal. Like for me, I was taking my R8 to Costco, to the gym, right? So it just became transportation, and like people would be like, "Oh my gosh, you have an R8? That's so cool!" And I'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's just an R8." And then I sat there one day, I was like, "Holy crap! I have an R8 in the garage. Like this was a dream car that I never thought I would be able to own when I was in high school. If you told high school Eddie in 6 years time, you're going to be able to buy yourself an Audi R8, be like, what? That's not, no way. But like you so quickly make that just normal. And then you have to look for the next big thing. And if you get stuck in that thing, you're never going to be happy. So yeah, like just, but the only way out of it is, I guess, looking for other things, which for me right now is like experiences and travel.
Yeah.
Right?
You're looking for another dopamine hit and another
Yeah,
one and
yeah.
another one and another one.
Yeah.
And it's like, at what point do you stop? You know, to like what Tyler was saying, I feel like everyone knows someone that maybe doesn't have money and wants to have it, and they'd get everything out of their system within a few short months or a year, and then they'd realize that they're still empty. Like they're not happy, they're not fulfilled, but they could just have all these objects that don't mean anything to them, and the high runs out. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like what actually makes you feel fulfilled. You know, you can make 40 grand a year and be the most fulfilled person versus someone that's making $5 million a year and they hate their lives. You know, it happens all the time.
100%.
It just depends who you surround yourself with, how you view life, and what you make of it. I feel like is at the end of the day, what's going to make someone happy and make someone sad. It doesn't matter how much money your bank account shows, because you could hate your life no matter what.
Yeah. It's all a tool, though. You know, I don't think people do enough deep diving to realize what will make a profound impact on their life, because you love cars. I love cars. We fucking love our Z06.
Yeah.
We love our home. We love our travels. All those things can make a difference in your life, but not for everyone. I think some people go through that highlight reel that we've mentioned a few times now, and they just tell themselves vaguely, oh, I'd love to have that. I want that. I want that. But they don't realize it may not be worth it for you.
Yeah. It takes a lot of sacrifice and trade-off to get stuff too.
Yeah.
Sometimes. So, yeah.
It's not worth it
For
for
sure.
everyone. Yeah. You had me thinking for a sec there while you were sharing. 6 years ago, you would have never thought that you could be doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's that right there, I think, is something for so many people to grasp and hold on to, because we're so much more capable as human beings than most would ever think. I was the same way. Before I attended this one event that just opened up my world as to, wow, I'm capable of so much more. I would have never thought in a million years. Bree and I were still together. I had the piss poor mindset, didn't expect anything of myself. I was insecure. I stuttered, and I didn't think I'd have anything more than a normal job. I had one job as a personal trainer, and I didn't even have a vision for my future. And it was one moment, one risk, an ad I saw online. I went to this event and I was around these like-minded people, and it was an inspiring atmosphere. And I literally went home and it was like a switch flipped. I'm like, I'm going to do my life different starting now. And it's kind of a whirlwind thinking back to that moment, but that can happen for anyone at any time. And that is the beauty about social media, is because if you do take something serious enough, and that one TikTok or that person or that connection you made at the car show does spark enough of an interest in you, you can make a profound change to where you're at.
Yeah.
You
I
go
think
from work.
big part of it's your own mindset too, but also like who you surround yourselves with is critical, right? Like it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but like if your 5 best friends are drug addicts, you most likely will become a drug addict. If your 5 best friends are millionaires, you're more likely to become a millionaire, right? Just because of the opportunities and the mindset, the things you're talking about, the opportunities, the lifestyle, and so forth. So yeah, you absolutely have to be very careful to curate who you're around, what kind of mindset. If they're not bringing positive things to you, if they're just always being negative and hating upon things and bringing you down or limiting, saying, oh, there's no way you're ever going to have that, whatever it is, you got to cut those people out. And you have the good people who bring you up and make you want to do those better things and improve, then yeah, you'll be able to do some pretty cool stuff.
Damn, that's wisdom right there at 29 years old.
It's made up wisdom.
No, but honestly, that goes along with my number one favorite quote from Jim Rohn. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Yep. That's probably what I actually probably did was plagiarize from all those people who said those things. You know what?
I couldn't remember it exactly.
Yeah, whoever it
Something
was.
like
Yeah, you
that.
actually attributed it to the right person, but the general sentiment stands.
No, you got the point across.
Yeah.
Whether I reference the right person or not, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
a great.
so like I need to hang out with you guys so I get my ass back into shape. That's not a
let's
circle.
go.
Circle is a shape, but that's not the kind of shape you
You
want
know
to
what,
be
Eddie?
in.
We got a care package for you. You want to go through it real quick?
Sure.
You want to see a little bit of what we got?
I feel like I was just like sitting here getting pampered. It's like Christmas. It's Christmas early.
Get all the gifts here at InstaShred.
Yes. So what am I looking at?
What do you got
Collagen.
there. Ooh, collagen.
That's good for skin and nails.
Oh yeah, it's
I know
good for
that.
your skin, your nails,
I know who you're
your
gonna share that
hair.
Yes.
Sharon, it's Karen.
That's right.
That's what I tell my kids at least.
Yeah, you're gonna get beautiful with that collagen.
Green superfood. Apple cinnamon turnover.
Yeah, check out that flavor though. That is the best greens powder we've ever had.
Apple cinnamon
Really?
Yeah,
turnover.
and we're not biased just because it's ours, but that flavor honestly tastes better than any greens I've ever tried.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be super chalky either for you.
So this just mix with water and drink in the mornings type of thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's this one? Protein?
Oh yeah.
Oh, what flavor?
It really is
Yeah.
Christmas. Look, he's got to unwrap it.
Yeah, I know, yeah. The bubble wrap.
Let's see what flavor we got.
Oh, the Insta way.
Cinnamon swirl milkshake.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh
good
my
stuff.
gosh.
That's my
That's a
fave.
good one. Mine's chocolate. That one's probably number 2.
To each their own.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
of
got a notebook.
course.
Listen,
Enjoy. That's the least we could do for you coming out here.
yeah, appreciate it.
Of course.
Appreciate it.
A little notebook.
Yeah,
You can
man.
document your journey in there now.
Yeah. So many notebooks.
Or use it while you travel, whichever one you prefer.
Yeah.
For me, like, I want to chat with you guys. Like, I need to get better at structuring the workouts that I can with the equipment I have when I'm at the gyms and the travel. And man, it's brutal, right? Like, I'm not home with access to a consistent gym all the time. It's hard. That's,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's doable. I mean, we've had a vast variety of clients that have been pilots, flight attendants, travel for a living, similar to what you do. So it's totally doable. You don't need
yeah.
any specific set of equipment. I mean, you can do everything with just your body. If you've got a hotel room and yourself,
Yeah.
you can get killer workouts in 10 minutes that go right along with the goal that you have.
Yeah. Granted, like you said, you get to stay at some nice high-end hotels
Sometimes I'm in
that
some
have
pretty nice hotels, yes.
that have like full-on gyms in them. So,
That's always
but even if
great.
you got nothing, there's an easy 10 to 15 minute just hotel workout you could do with no equipment, body weight, and make the most of that.
Yeah. And we've yet to start your InstaShred journey, so much to come.
Yeah, we got to kick it off.
Hell yeah. So we'll end with this. At 29 years old and everything you've gotten to accomplish and experience, what would you hand down to others watching this that may be inspired or looking to find their passion?
Don't be afraid to take a calculated risk and never stop learning/trying. As soon as you stop learning or trying new things, new ideas, trying to gain knowledge from whether it's reading, podcasts, mentors, and so forth, you're just going to be stagnant, never go anywhere. And couple that with the fact that you have that ability and the ability to take a calculated risk, your potential can really go up, and just you got to go for it, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Well, you've got an inspiring journey. Thanks for sharing part of it here
Appreciate
today.
Thanks for having me. And
Thanks for being here.
Giving me my cold plunge experience.
That was-
that
I will
was
not-
cool. Like I can see why some people get like addicted to it, and they just got like. How often do you guys cold plunge?
A couple times a week.
A couple times a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I might need to start incorporating that into the daily schedule too.
Dude, hell yeah. Another shout out to our sponsor, the Ice Pod Company. These things are portable, super easy to set up, convenient.
Yeah,
They work like a
Laptop,
charm.
Just fill it up in your garage. We're in a garage right now.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah, like we were saying before, like literally as much as you travel, they collapse down. They just go in a little portable carry bag. You can bring it anywhere with you, fill it up.
No
in a
joke.
Literally at a hotel room, you could just probably like go
Yeah,
to the ice
literally, you
machine,
could
fill
if
it
you
up,
wanted
and then fill
to.
it
Yeah.
with water and give it a shot.
And real quick, how I got into these is I challenged myself in the morning. I'd use the bathtub. Started with cold showers. I eventually moved to the bathtub. Try doing it first thing in the morning when you wake up. Whether you're a morning person or not,
Yeah.
that shit will wake you up.
There's
in
no
the
way
morning.
you can't. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Wait, so do you take full cold showers now too?
Oh, that's like the easiest of them. Yeah, I did cold showers for years. And then I
Really?
did like the full submersion with the
Yeah.
yeah. But when you do it first thing in the morning, you can't not be awake. Like you
Yeah.
were in productivity central right from the
Correct.
get-go.
Yeah, and I am not a morning person. I hate waking up.
Hey, you did pretty good though for like your first full
First
actual
proper
Dude,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
You should ask Tyler
Yeah.
how his went.
Was there a lot of screaming and crying?
Maybe.
I'll do it again. I'm down to do it again.
Hell yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks,
You're a
guys.
beast. Yep.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on.
Eddie. We
Eddie.
appreciate it.
Thanks for the early Christmas goodies.
Yeah, you got it.
Pleasure. 'Tis the season.
Sounds fair.